Hello, everyone. My name is Martha, and if you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. I have my What I've Been Warming basket here for this past week. It does feel a little light, and that's just, I've kind of been mentioning this for a few weeks. It's just the way it is. I'm not home as much. I'm not melting as much. I'm finding I don't need as much wax, so this should be a fairly quick video on what I warmed this past week. I have a mix of, this is really all vendor. This is all vendor. I do have some Scentsy pods to mention, but otherwise this is, there's one Scentsy. No, there's one Scentsy in here. But for the most part, it is a mix of Teddy Bees, Sassy Girl Aroma, Sweet Tooth Apothecary, Zeep. So a little bit of everything, which makes it fun for me to warm because I don't know. I know there's a part of me that would want to just really take a dent and warm one vendor or just Scentsy or something like that. But I have more fun just picking and choosing whatever just sounds good to me at the time. So I do like variety. So this is full of variety. If you're interested in hearing what I warm, then stick around. Okay, so I do start with Scentsy first, just to do that. I am warming something today, but I will talk about that next week since I haven't really fully warmed it all. But I do have one here. This is Strawberries and Cream. Strawberries and Cream was, I should say, I believe, was this a scent of the month? I think this was a scent of the month, maybe. Help me out here. March, February? No, March I think was it's a St. Patrick's one. So maybe this is February. Strawberries and Cream. A lot of people talked about this. Although strawberry isn't my first, it's not a love of mine. I do have things with strawberry in it. I like some, I love some strawberry, and others I'm it's a hit and miss thing for me. But I wanted to try this because many of my friends here were talking about how much they love this one, that this was going to be a club for them. And I have strawberry lemon cake in my club. That one I feel is cured to last longer than when it first came out. And I love lemon, so there's that. But, I also like that scent a lot. And I do like a strawberry pound cake from some vendors. But anyway, so Strawberries and Cream, I warmed this down in open space. I did use six. I used 6 cubes, leaving me for 2 more for just to kind of put sporadically in the guest room. That's kind of where the overflow goes in the guest room when I have it. So I warmed 6 down in open space, and this was very strong, a really good performer for a bakery type scent, because a lot of times bakery can also be kind of light. So this was a good performer. That being said, I didn't love it. I don't know what it is. I'm just strawberry is it's gotta be the right strawberry. And this one had something strong, almost like a sour note to me. Just, I don't know. Did you guys, anyone else experience this? Great performer, great throw in open space, just using my Scentsy warmers. And I liked it okay, but I didn't love it. So for me, this is not one that I'm going to club, or I don't even know if I still can. Or put it, or, if it was available, repurchase. Yeah, it's just got something sharp in here for me. And I get the cream, and the cream is nice. I think it's the strawberry. I don't know, but it was not my favorite, but great performer. So that is Strawberries and Cream. Let me know what you think of this one, because a lot of people were talking about this one when it first came out. Then in the bathroom, I currently have aloe water and cucumber pods in there, and probably time for me to change it out. This is a great bathroom scent, actually, a great scent. This I'd say was medium light, but my bathrooms, they just suck up scent. So I'm finding whether it's a pod or wax, I'm still having the same issue. So I thought I'd give a mini fan in there a try, and it does help in the beginning. I have to keep the door closed in order for the scent to kind of stay there. I don't, not in my bedroom, my own bathroom. I just, the bathroom's just open. So anyway, this is a good scent. I like it in wax. I do like the pod. It's not the best performer for me, but it's a good spa-like scent. So it is a nice one. So that is aloe, water, and cucumber. And then what I took out and replaced that with was Mahalo coconut. This was light. This was just a light scent in the bathroom, but it's a pretty scent. I have melted the wax, and I do enjoy the wax scent in this, even though I'm not a big fan of Scentsy's coconut. But anyway, Mahalo coconut, I believe that's what it's called. Yes, Mahalo coconut was just okay in the pods. Not the best strength and throw. Okay. That was Scentsy. Let's get on with, I have some other clamshells here, but they're not Scentsy. So let me do Zeep. Let me go with Zeep as I drop it. Sunday Times. This is Snickerdoodle, Espresso, and let me find my glasses. Oh, where are those glasses? They've disappeared. All right, found some glasses. Not my normal ones, but this will work. So Sunday Times, this is Snickerdoodle. Did I even say that? I don't even know what I read, you guys, right before this. Snickerdoodle, Espresso, and a cross. Okay, I was having trouble with a cross, and I'm like, what is a cross? What acorns? I was like, what is that? Okay, Sunday Times from Zeep. This is an espresso scent. It's a coffee scent. And this was really nice. I've had this now since 2023. I did buy a whole coffee set from Zeep. Zeep is no longer in business. They did close earlier this year, and I have still a good amount of Zeep, so I'm just going to keep warming and enjoying it. But this was a very good coffee scent. I'm finding I like espresso more than like a coffee house blend because it seems creamier. It doesn't seem as bitter. It's smoother. It's like a smoother coffee scent. And this was sweet. Oh, this is really good. So sweet and smooth coffee scent. So that is Sunday Times, and throw on this was fantastic. This worked really well. I was only doing like 2 cubes in the bathroom. Oh my gosh, Martha. In the kitchen to get the coffee with, I think the day I had some strawberries and cream. So I had strawberries and cream and 3 warmers. I had 2 cubes of this in the warmer that I have a little more in the kitchen. And it was fantastic. So that is Sunday Times from Zeep. Okay, let me see how many times I can screw up while making this video. Okay, next clamshell I have here is from the Candle Nurse. This is Skyfall in Atlantis. This is neroli, orange, melon, orange blossom, jasmine, ocean, cedarwood, vanilla, and musk. This is poured December 28th, 2004. And last week I warmed another hotel scent from the Candle Nurse. And that one was very light for me in this bedroom. I warmed this whole clamshell in this bedroom with a different scent from the Candle Nurse, and this was a great performer. So last week, I think sometimes it's just the blend. It's just the blend that can be lighter, but this one was very strong. In fact, I still have it. It's been over 24 hours. I can't really smell it as much, so I'd say this lasted me a full day. But what I got a lot out of that scent was the neroli. I'd say the orange blossom, some of that ocean, cedarwood. So it was like a floral. It was more like a floral. Like I couldn't pick out jasmine or anything in particular, but there was that musk scent. So it was a nice hotel scent, not my favorite hotel scent, but it was clean and kind of, it's pretty, you know what I mean? But I love lots of hotel scents. So this particular one, I think the ocean was maybe a little too strong for me. But I did like it and it did perform well. It's just not one I would probably repurchase, but Skyfall in Atlantis, if you do like those kind of a floral aquatic, Good performer. This one would be one that you may enjoy. Okay, let me talk about, I have 3 teddy bees here. This one is Lady Leanna. So this was just a sample that I warmed in my small little nighttime warmer over there, the Diamond Milk warmer. This, I just dumped the whole sample in there. I probably could have cut this in half and put it between, and split it between 2 warmers, but it was over there. I'm like, you know what? It's evening. I don't necessarily want something very overpowering in the bedroom for the few hours before I go to bed. So this was perfect. It's a beautiful scent. I mean, teddy bees, it's hard not to use the descriptor beautiful because it just is. There's something soft and romantic and like nothing else that I've smelled before from other vendors. And I think that's why there is such a strong following. That being said, it does tend to be lighter for me than some other vendor wax. But I'll talk about another one that not necessarily always the case, but this one was lighter for me. It's pretty. I have had this sample before. Is this one like I must have from Teddy Bees if it's on a pre-order list? Probably not, but I like it. You know what I mean? But it's not like something I have to have. And I am really trying to be picky and really working on, like, I just want the loves, like the ones where I'm like, yes, I can't wait to warm that. And, there's always new scents coming. There's always new ones to try. So those will slip in there. But when I've tried something, I'm really thinking, would I reorder this because I have to have it? And so that's why when I say I would reorder, it's not because I don't like it. It's just like, it's not like something I can't live without kind of thing. So some days I'm just very picky like that. Okay, Mom Life. This one is from, this is from 2023, July of 2023. This is Creamy Oat Milk Frothy Vanilla Cold Foam and a hint of sensual vanilla. Wow, can this type be any smaller? You could probably read it on the screen better in case I messed it up, but Mom Life. I bought this 2 years ago in the summer of 2023, and this scent is really good. It's so amazing to me. It just amazes me how you can capture like that oat milk and the foam in wax, but definitely pick that up. But then you also get like a mom, like this is a mom that like showered that morning and smells good on her own, not perfumey necessarily, but there is something nice, good smelling, that could be like mom's body lotion, and she stopped at, her favorite coffee place to pick up this, oat milk foamy coffee. It's not coffee, it's not tea, but it's definitely, for me, something I want to melt in the morning kind of scent. It's so hard to describe. So let me know if you've tried Mom Life and how would you describe it, because that's how I can describe it. You get that foam. This was a great performer. I only used my Scentsy warmers in open space downstairs to warm this. I used it twice, so I didn't even need the whole souffle when I warmed it the first time in order to get the great throw from this. I wouldn't say it was like a 10, but I'd give this like an 8 out of 10 as far as strength and throw in open space. So great performer. I do like this scent. I don't know, it's one that I would reach for all the time. This is one I'd consider repurchasing just because it's a little different and it does give me that cafe vibe without being coffee or tea. Hard to describe, but I would consider repurchasing this, like if there was something that, I don't know, if I wanted to hit like a free shipping kind of thing and there were other scents that I wanted and I saw this on there, right? So that's kind of where I would place this. Mom Life. It was great. It was really good. Now this one, I love this one, and I do have another I might even have a tub. Definitely a souffle. But this is first of her name. This is whipped vanilla, citrus infused cream, white blossoms, decadent lemon cakes, candied lime, and vanilla sugar. This was poured March of 2024. So I've had this for over a year. And just beautiful. I did warm this in the bedroom. In the bedroom, I used most of the souffle, but not all of it, and then I kind of split it again. My overflow goes in the guest room. So this one, most of the souffle in the bedroom performed really well in my Scentsy warmers in the bedroom. I got good throw. I'd say like a 7 out of 10 as far as throw and strength. And yeah, it's a beautiful scent. Gosh, I love I think it's the candied lime in here. It's just so nice, but it's not like sharp. It's not like a super strong lime, but it is this uplifting citrusy scent. Another one that is just hard to describe, but you do get some of that lemon, you get that candy, but it's again not like super citrusy. It's mellowed out quite a bit with this vanilla sugar. And I think the whipped vanilla. So there's a creaminess to this. It's really very nice. I have another one and I will enjoy this one. This is one that I would repurchase because I just really like this scent. So that is like no questions. This is first of her name. All right, let's move on to, these are not my favorite glasses because I don't like the glasses with that, that, I don't know what that's called because it just digs into my nose and I'm going to have marks. But anyway, let's go to Sassy Girl Aroma here. This is pistachio wedding cake. This is pistachio pudding cake, waffle cone, and wedding cake. This is from December of 2023. And I do have this double bagged. I do double bag almost all of my wax, especially my Sassy Girl Aroma and my Rose Girls. I do double bag quite a bit. But that being said, let's talk about the wax. This I warmed down in open space, and I have used this twice this week down in open space, and it's phenomenal. I mean, I love Sassy Girl Aroma. It is a top vendor for a reason because 9 out of 10 times it's going to be everything I want it to be. Scent, throw, longevity. It's got, it's just got it all. So I love her pistachio. This has a buttercream quality to me. So, and I don't know what's giving me a buttercream quality besides I definitely get the white cake. It's like a white cake. Then you have the pistachio, which can be cherry leaning, and sometimes white cake is as well. So I would say this is a cherry leaning, but man, does this smell like cake. Like, it's just like you're standing, like you've sliced the wedding cake, so you've got the slice out, you've taken it out, and you've got it on a plate, and you can smell a very moist, fluffy, beautiful white cake with a pistachio cherry leaning. Really nice. That being said, I did get a buttercream note, and I'm not a huge fan of buttercream. I found out after a long time. So out of all the pistachios that Sassy Girl Aroma has, this one is not necessarily my favorite. I have others, like I love Green Machine. Green Machine is up there. And I love some other pistachio blends. I think I talked about it last week, Psychiatric Ward. That doesn't have pistachio, but it's got like a bakery scent. So for me, I'm going to love this and enjoy this. I think I've warmed what I want for this month. I'm going to put it away and come back to it later just because, there's other pistachios that I love just a little bit more. But if wedding cake and bakery and just sounds good to you, then this would be one that I think that you would like. But I have a lot. And I have mentioned, I think my nose is changing just a little bit, where I still enjoy bakery a lot, but I have to be in the mood for it. And so maybe it's just like something I'm not completely in the mood for, but still a fantastic scent. Okay. Last but not least, this is, it says Sweet Tooth Scents on here, but I believe Heather, who's the owner of Sweet Tooth, has changed it to Sweet Tooth Apothecary. This is lime margarita sherbet. This is a soy wax melt. It's lime margarita and rainbow sherbet. I always say sherbet. Do you say sherbet or sherbet? I say sherbet, but I try to say sherbet when I realize there's no R after the E before the T. Okay, sherbet house blend. This one was fantastic. I warmed this down in open space, and I do love a good margarita scent in the summer. And this was one of those days where I think we were in the 80s and just really good. And the lime is nice. It's not too, it's definitely a lime margarita, but it's like a perfect balance. It's really balanced really nicely. Lasted, I'd say, about 7 hours, and then it was done. This was a souffle. Chopping it, it did, it's a little harder wax. It did crumble a little bit, so it was a little messy chopping. I didn't think to put it, sometimes if the wax is more on the harder side, I will stick it in the microwave for like just a little bit. I do that more with loaves. Like I know how much to warm it. For a souffle, maybe I'd put it in there for like 15 seconds if I wanted to get a nice buttery chop. But this one did crumble when I chopped it, but still choppable. And I really enjoyed it. I didn't use quite the whole souffle the first time, so I think I did the same thing where I used like 3/4 of a souffle for downstairs, filled it fantastic, and then I used the remainder in the guest room. Like, it's taken, my brain's a little slow sometimes, but yes, that's what I've been doing for the most part this week. So anyway, I feel like I've been blabbering. That is what I warmed this week. Thank you so much. Did you warm any of these? Just curious. Have you been purchasing any Sassy Girl Aroma since she's opened up again this year? Have you tried any of the vendors that I talked about? I'd love to know, and let me know what you enjoyed warming this past week as well. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. And if you enjoy this, please consider giving me a thumbs up or subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, or both. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.